You're now tuning in to Voices of an Artist with host Bossy V and co-host Anonymous.
Hey,
put your hands up.
Do it right now. Go.
Hey, what's good? It's Bossy V from Voices of an Artist.
Co-host Anonymous.
What's good, y'all?
Happy Friday.
Yes, TJF, y'all.
Happy Friday, y'all. How was your week?
It was pretty good, it was quiet.
Good.
Very quiet.
It was the total opposite for me.
Really? How was it?
It was not quiet. It was not quiet at all, but it was good. It was productive. I will say productive. But yo, happy Friday, each and everyone.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get our Bossy's mental health segment in.
So yeah, I know how I do. Mental health is very important. Utilizing your voice, advocating for yourself. It's a very strong illness awareness to be aware of. Always check yourself, check your neighbor, check your dogs, check your neighbor's dog. And it goes on and on to make sure that mentally you are okay, even emotionally and physically. And I don't want to fight in the streets, so please make sure you get the help that you need. The sources that are there between different states, the ones that are local in New York is pound 9888. That's actually a suicide prevention. So make sure you get, if you know someone, it's like, to know someone. So make sure you get the help that you need, or if you know someone that needs that help, that support, please get those resources, pound 9888. So, yeah, what's good?
There's plenty of resources out here, guys.
Yes.
Just I don't know what the local information regarding the local information that you can get in contact with, but I'm pretty sure that's all over. But anyway, we're interviewing I.dent.tt today.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I.dent.tt is not here yet.
But he's almost here.
There was a little mix up in the communication as far as the locations, because this is our first time at this location. So,
yes.
So he will be joining us. We've been communicating with him on where is his location, and he's almost here. So
yes.
I'm super excited to interview I.dent.tt.
Yes, get into him and his content that he's been doing. He's been doing a lot.
He's been doing his thing.
Shows.
He's been doing his thing.
Yes.
I've been seeing him doing his thing. I met I.dent.tt at a was it like
domestic violence?
Domestic violence?
Event.
I thought it was like a gun.
Yeah, domestic violence event. Yeah,
okay.
Stop the guns violence.
Yeah, well, I had met I.dent.tt. He was actually performing. I'm talking about, and he's a very good entertainer. Very good entertainer. I mean, he was doing his thing, and he had dancers. It was very well choreographed. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Choreographed.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very well put together, and that's one thing that I've always respected about I.dent.tt. Anytime that he's doing his show, he's always doing his thing. He's always on top of it.
Yes, definitely. Pride Month happened in June. It passed. But we still celebrate Pride Month regardless. So shout out to Pride Month, all the community. Shout out to you guys. It's tough. It's a tough world out there to deal with, especially within the music industry, and then wanting to be accepted for who you are. And sometimes that can take a toll on a lot of people, especially in the industry, trying to present who you are and be yourself, because in the industry, it's a certain criteria and requirements you need to be, and it shouldn't be like that. But, to me, love is love. So shout out to the community. So happy Pride Month still. So it's important to know who you are as a person in general, whether it is doing the business or just the regular stuff. Don't ever try to shut yourself out in this world because you're trying to fit in to be something that you're not. Always be yourself. Always, advocate for yourself too. That's why Voices of an Artist is who we are. We are the ones to help to get your voice out there. We support you. You know, a lot of upcoming things are coming up, right?
Absolutely. You know, as to what she was saying, y'all, we're here for independent artists. We're another platform for you to get exposure, radio play, interviews. Uh, we do not charge
To burn your pockets.
listen. Just you know, we're just another platform for you to get exposure, and we have our own radio thing going on. It's FM, correct?
Yeah, shout out to Radio King. We also have Radio King. It's also it's the radio station is playing Radio King and my TuneIn Radio as well. So our Voices of an Artist radio station is actually on the app
as well as TikTok,
well.
as well as Instagram, yes. As well as Facebook.
Oh, and soon on 365. Soon, that's the popular app station that's been branching.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, High 97. It's so much amazing platforms. 105.1, Power 105. So it's a lot of major platforms are on that app. Actually, shout out to iHeartRadio for also actually streaming our show on their platform as well as Spotify and so forth. So yeah, y'all tune in. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, super excited.
Next week, Philly.
Yes, I got a new single that's about to be
talk
released.
about it.
Yeah, I've actually taken it a step further, is where you have your engineer and you go to the studio, you record it, you sit and marinate with it, you listen to it, and if there's some adjustments that you need done, then that's what you holler at my engineer, and I've done so. But now I've taken it an extra step further, as in into putting it industry ready with a mix and master.
Okay.
It's a little costly, but it's worth it. It's well worth it.
I mean, you got to invest in your craft, right?
Exactly. You have to invest yourself in this game, because you want the best sounding quality.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm trying to establish.
Amen to that. I feel you on
so, well, my point of bringing that up is that for two things, really. If you're an independent artist and you're really trying to put your foot in this game, then you know you're gonna have to do the necessary things that's gonna make you, you know, stand out. Those like mix and masters, you know, fire beats, you know, stay consistent. Consistency is key.
Yes, and inspirational. It's always great to be so inspired by a song in particularly, or a situation. So a situation could be put into a song. And I love to hear different type of sounds and different type of melodies, especially with yours. Y'all don't understand Mr. Anonymous here. He be putting it down in his vocals. Like, I love it. I love it. You know, I love the fact that, you know, he's able to craft his ways into his music, and it's so a good experience for me personally.
Yo, I don't mean to cut you off. You sounded so passionate about it. But I.dent.tt just walked in, y'all.
Oh, so, I.dent.tt in the building.
Yay. I.dent.tt, we are live.
Yes.
I was telling them the day that I met you for the first time, which was at an event. It was against gun violence or domestic violence.
Yes.
Yes. And I was bragging about you on how a good entertainer you are.
Yes.
You broke it down. You had the choreographed.
The choreographer,
dances,
yes.
Yeah,
the
dances.
Whole, it's so.
It was awesome.
So well organized.
Yeah. I think I was fortunate to see him perform twice, right?
Yeah. Twice. He's a good entertainer.
Yes,
I'll tell you that.
very good entertainer. And I see you've been busy on social media.
Yes.
I see you've been doing your thing. I want to say I'm super proud of you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know me, I am I.dent.tt, and I use I use they, them pronouns. Almost misgendered myself. So yes, whenever you all want to talk to me, you can say they, them, they did this. I love them, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm a queer artist that aims to spread queer joy. And I've always wanted to perform, you know, ever since I was a kid. And so what's beautiful about being able to perform now is I'm living this dream, right? As a 50-something-year-old person, I'm living this dream that I never got to have when I was younger. And I also have a message, right, which is to spread queer joy. So that's exciting to do that through music, through art. And I'm so glad to see you all here. Thanks for inviting me in.
Yes, no problem.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the new place, spot.
It was actually my idea because my job in the show is to discover artists, other artists, independent artists doing.
It's been a minute since we've seen
and my first says, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna get Identity on the show. I'm gonna try to get Identity involved."
It was so long overdue, long overdue, because we was too busy trying to, get into our new place. Now we got our new spot and stuff, so now we good, and we could do more stuff for you guys and stuff. So shout out to y'all, shout out to Identity coming in here. I know it's hot outside because
Shout out to Street Media too.
Street Media.
Street Media going through a little transitional process, but we love them. Man. Much love to you, man.
Yes, always
do
love.
What you do.
Yes, so. Tell us a little more about this queer joy that you was talking about.
Oh yeah. So, I discovered queer joy years ago because, there's actually a diagnosis for disorders called the gender dysphoria, right? And I started playing with this idea. Dysphoria means sadness and confusion and all that. I said, well, what if we focused on what goes right with queer people? Right? What's the happy part? And so the opposite of dysphoria is euphoria. And so my very first song was called Queerphoria, Queer Joy. And that's just been my mission since, have us focus on the good stuff, right? Because we can focus on the bad stuff. And believe you me, 2025, oh my goodness, there's so many bad stuff happening, right? So much of that.
Yeah.
But when we focus on the good stuff, right, we get to still get out of bed. Right. Otherwise, I don't want to leave my house. I feel safe. I don't feel safe. I don't feel like I can go to school. I don't feel like I can go to work. I don't feel like I can go in the subway. Right. But when I focus on that queer joy and I remember that there are people out there, allies and people in the community that love me and care for me and want me to be there. Yes. That's when I get up and I do my own thing. Right. And I think all of us could use more of that queer joy. And when I say queer joy, I want to be clear. It's not just for queer people. Queer joy is about liberating outside of the cis nonsense, right? So men are supposed to do this, women are supposed to do this. You ever hear that kind of stuff, right? Yes. All these stereotypes. And what queerness does is it allows us to say, what do I want to do? Right? As a man who's a cis straight man, if I'm in a relationship with a woman and I don't like killing spiders because they freak me out, I should be able to say, I don't want to kill the spiders, right? Right. And if she's like, I'll kill the spiders, that's fine, right? So that's the liberation we're talking about. It's liberation for all.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you something. Aside from are you as you are all the time, or is there a part of the day that you have to switch up?
Yeah, so I think you're asking the look, right? So
yes.
So I was at the other studio earlier getting the makeup on. I was like, I might as well. And in the elevator, I put on the boots. I don't know if y'all could see.
I got the boots, y'all. You got the boots.
I wasn't sure how much we would see. Yeah.
I think the first time I seen him perform wasn't boots. He's always got the boots.
It was
on.
the white boots. Yeah. Was it the white boots?
These are the same white
boots
boots that got dingy, so I spray painted them with glitter.
Clever.
Let's see them. Can you show
want to see them?
Can you show it?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go.
Stand up. Okay. Yeah, he rocking those colors. Okay, I see you. All right.
Yo, Identity's got a song that I really love. It says, "Call in sick to work.
Call in sick to work." Hey.
Hey, that song is about queer joy too for me. Because I got to tell you, as a young queer person, I had many things going on, but one of the major things was I didn't feel like I could be loved. I didn't feel like I could be cared for. I mean, back then, marriage equality wasn't a thing. So I knew I couldn't legally get married. And so whenever I met someone that I thought I kind of liked, and we ended up spending the night together, I'd wake up and be like, I'm calling in sick. Because I didn't want to let it go. Because I didn't know when I'd ever feel that community again.
The time.
Right? Yeah. And I bet I'm not the only one who woke up in the arms of someone else and was like, I'm calling in sick. So that's what the song's about. When you find it, you kind of want to hold on to it.
Okay, I got you.
But also it's kind of fun because many people talk about using that intro with that phone call and calling in sick to work using it.
It's a catchy song.
Yes, it is. I actually like it. That's one of my favorites. And you have a new one that's been going viral.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us more
I
about that.
love that. Thanks for saying it's going viral.
Yes.
So these boots, the way they're spray painted, is kind of going with the vibe of the song, which has this 80s kind of rap kind of vibe.
Okay.
It's twofold. It's one, again, to validate and create queer joy for people, right?
Okay.
But it's also for the haters. And probably the haters aren't listening to my music anyway. I don't know who's listening to my music. You all are doing this, so thank you. But the haters, I don't know if they're going to listen to my music, but in it, I talk about how I've been there.
Yeah.
I used to hide inside all that hate. And guys, all the men out there, I'm talking to you. Hold on, listen up for a second.
I heard that, right?
Has this ever happened to you
Listen
where
up.
you feel like you have to like man up? You know what I mean? Like you have to hide yourself to kind of
Yeah.
in that toxic masculinity. You know what I mean? I've been there. And what I have found is the more we find ways to love ourselves, the more we end up learning how to love other people. Right?
Yep.
We're trapped. I think we're trapped
Amen.
in these little boxes that we put ourselves in.
Yes.
Anyway, so wearing the makeup, wearing the nail polish doesn't necessarily make me queer. What it does is it breaks me out of those ridiculous norms. So you asked if I'm always like this. No, but I'm always queer. I'm always having this idea that I could be more of me.
Okay.
And that's the beauty of being an artist, right?
Yes.
Aren't you like that as an
Yes.
artist?
And,
Right?
and what made me,
Yes.
and of course I follow you, and I've actually seen you with no makeup on,
Yes.
and like business, and I'm like, wow, look at
He's all
look at identity.
sophisticated.
Yeah.
I was like,
they,
go ahead.
they rocking it, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, it's interesting because some people say I do drag, and like they would say it's drag, but I feel like it's almost disrespectful to drag queens because
It
they
is.
do a lot
No,
more.
they take it a lot deeper.
Right.
Yeah.
People
Right.
need to know the
For
difference.
me, it's more like gender bending and saying F you, right, to the gender constructs because it's all made up. It's all made up, right?
Mhm.
And again, that song does talk a little about loving yourself to set yourself free. And
yes.
I used to never grab anything pink. I would never wear nail polish. I thought, right? I don't know if you've ever done that. Like, I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I'm a man.
Who produced the beat to that? Set You Free.
I did actually. Yeah, I did.
You
did?
And then
Look at
I
you.
sent it over to my producer who was like, I like that. And then he was like, let's keep it. Yeah.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
started as a demo.
Look
I
at
did not know
you,
that. So
Identity.
you produce your own beats.
All right.
How about calling sick to work?
Calling sick to work. My producer did that, but we worked together on it. Yeah. Evan is
Oh,
wonderful.
Impressive.
producer.
I did not know that.
Thank you. And on this track, on Set Yourself Free, in the bridge, Ricky Velez lends his voice to it, and he has such a melodic voice. So he's kind of in the background.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
hear it because it's the nice
Yeah.
voice that's in the background.
I was
It's
I was wondering who that was. It's a really good song though. I like that song.
Yeah.
So tell us a little more about that song in particular, because I know it has some type of personal meaning to you.
Yeah.
So explain that.
Well, I'm going to talk less about queerness now and talk about being Asian.
Okay.
Okay.
So as an Asian American, all my life, people have told me that, like, you're not from here, or where are you from, or you don't look Chinese, you look more Japanese, or are you sure you're not Korean? Like, they'll say all this kind of ridiculous stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I found this interesting quote, and this is why my name is Identity.
Mhm.
The song starts off with this lyric, which is, it's called identity, not identity.
Mhm.
And so the reason that's in the song is because it's who gets to decide who I am? Who knows best? Who's the expert of who I am, right? Not you,
Mm-mm.
right? I'm in this body. And so part of that isn't just about a racial concept, but it's really any oppression, right? There's so many times as queer people, as women, as men, people tell us who we are all the time.
Yeah.
And the truth is we need to discover that for ourselves, right? Yeah.
Amen.
And so in that song, I talk about that. And then I kind of, I don't know, I got a little bold. I was a little bit upset with what was happening politically. So I said, in the lyrics, have you played it yet?
Yeah.
Yes, I've listened to the
So, like,
reels. I've
3
listened to the
times.
reels.
Oh my God, thank you. So in the beginning, I talk about this Musk is boring me.
Oh
As in
wow.
someone who's very, very toxic masculine.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, what Elon was talking about, what he was doing on the stage. And at that time when I was writing that song, Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook, and I hope we don't get in trouble by saying names.
No, shout out to Mark.
Shout out to Mark.
He was saying we need more aggression in the workplace. Do you remember that? He was like, we need more aggression in the corporate sector. And I was like, aggression from who?
Yeah.
Are you talking about aggression from Black people? Aggression from queer people? Aggression from women? Because I bet that's not what he meant. right?
Yeah.
And so when we talk about aggression, what does that mean, right? And so this toxic masculinity is so silly, and it doesn't scare me. I've been there. I used to be that, and I know it's actually just feels like chains.
What is your opinion? I wondered if I should ask this, but I want to ask it. What's your opinion on what's Trump doing?
Oh my goodness, I have no idea what he's doing, but what I would say is, this is a very unpopular opinion, y'all.
Yeah, we don't do politics.
You ready?
But
You ready? I
we're about
think
to.
dude needs a hug, like a big hug. I mean, honey,
I
you
don't
have so
know.
much money. You have the most powerful seat in government. What else do you need? I think he needs a
Yeah.
little love, a lot of love. And so I'm not really getting into the politics, but
Yeah.
but think about like how much does it take for someone to be so hurtful to so many people, right?
Yeah.
He's taken the T out of LGBT. He's taken the B recently out of LGBT.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that really means on a governmental level. I don't follow the politics very well, and I should do better. You'll let me know my DMs. But I think that psychologically, when a young queer person is hearing that, they feel erased, right?
Yeah.
And so this is why I do what I do, because I want people to understand you exist. You exist.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the most recent Tony Awards?
Yes.
Cole won for Oh Mary, and
I've
Cole,
seen.
they were like, what do you have to say to trans kids? And Cole was like, they're wrong, you're right. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel the same way. Because I few segments we had, I was discussing stuff like that. Especially because now it's crazy. Pound 988. That's the suicide prevention for mental health and stuff for everybody. Now he's gonna try to prevent that for people that are in the community too.
Yeah. And that's why numbers like from the Trevor Project is super important, because the Trevor Project continues to do that work regardless of what's happening on the federal level. But yeah, it is painful.
Yeah, it's sad because you know, we gotta be strong, all of us.
And what you're doing, right? What you all are doing is really important, because what you're doing is you're creating real connections, face-to-face connections, bringing me down to the studio.
Yeah,
I could be sitting in my room right now feeling all depressed about what's going on in the state of affairs, right? Or in my divorce grief, right? But having these face-to-face meetings is really important.
Absolutely.
And being on the phone in 2025, social media, whatever, we kind of get ourselves lost and in depression. And I think the most important thing that we all can do is reach out to each other and have like, hey, can we hang out for a little bit?
Yeah.
Can we see each other face to face?
Amen to that. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, if you don't mind, then please tell our listeners where they can find you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You can find me on all the streaming platforms as well as on social media under I.dent.tt. That's I.dent.tt.
Hey, he did a little flow for y'all.
Hey, and I was hoping that you can bless us with a little freestyle on the.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, can you press like a taste of it?
So I should probably say to you that I don't think of myself as a real artist, but also in that, like, I'm not trained and I'm not experienced in all that stuff. But what I can do is I can share some of the lyrics from that song.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, please
Absolutely.
do. We want you to share.
So let's see. I hope I
share,
remember my
y'all.
lyrics. Should I look at the camera?
So, camera on you.
Yeah, I'll look at yours then. Oh, I love your little
Yeah.
heart.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
There he goes,
You ready?
y'all.
It's called identity, not identity. I got more to me now, can't you see? Like integrity, sincerity, transformative vulnerability, oozing curiosity. What's that? You think you offended me with masculinity? Ha, stupidity. Please, this musk is boring me.
Hey, y'all
There you
heard
go.
that here.
Y'all heard it.
Artist.
Voices of an artist with identity. So tell us about your projects, any upcoming projects you got going on.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm in a post-divorce grieving process, and so that song, Set Yourself Free, I didn't realize I was in the midst of about to set myself free from this marriage.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It hits differently. And then I wrote a song also, and around that same time, I wrote a song called, I was thinking about like my connection with my audience, my few fans that like me. And thank you for being there for those few fans. And I was thinking about like how when I'm performing, I don't know if you had that experience. Like you don't know the audience, right? Like it sometimes feels so far. Like I'm there to perform and I leave or whatever, and I don't get to really connect. So I wrote a song, kind of like a "How you doing?" Kind of like get to know you. I want to get to know you, and I share a little about me. You tell me a little about you. It's a fun little song.
Okay.
Except now when I'm recording it in the studio, it's my dating song now because that's where I'm at as a single person. I'm like, ooh, how you doing? So again, it's hitting differently, you know? Like, so I've got that song I'm working on. I've got a few songs I'm working on. And down the road, I'm working on doing some cover songs. I'm taking some risks. I'm doing some cover songs because I've been working on some vocal coaching. I'm playing my guitar more. And I want to do some cover songs. I want to take some songs I loved growing up and I want to queerify them. I'm going to call the album Queerification.
Okay.
As I'm going to
interesting.
clarify it and make it more queer.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. I can't wait. I'm excited.
I just did my first cover song, actually.
Oh, what'd you do?
Heaven by Bryan Adams.
Oh my God, such a great song.
Yeah,
I love that song.
Yeah.
When he first started singing in karaoke, I was like, you gotta do this song.
Oh my gosh, can we hear a bar of that?
Oh my God.
Oh, you got on the spot.
Baby, you're all that I want.
Yeah.
When you lie near in my arms, finding it hard to believe that we're in heaven.
Hey, Anonymous.
That's right.
On those vocals. Yeah, so being that you said that, because you know how I was checking. So how are you feeling? Because it takes a lot to be doing music, content, and going to your 9-to-5 job, and then trying to wake up and be like, okay, it's a new day, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being that you have all that, and then you recently had the separation, how are you feeling?
June Pride Month kept me busy. So
I
didn't have time, right? Like grief, what's that? Feelings, what's that? But I think what's happened over the last couple months, I've been able to connect with the audience a little bit more. And I found some queerlings, some young folks who were like, oh my God, that song really, like, I loved it. It really makes me feel seen and da-da-da. Tears, right? Like to see that validation for them. And so for me, it's less about my music and more about that kind of connection, like that people get to see themselves, in regards to my emotional state. I think when things slow down, it's like, oh, okay. Oh, feelings. Oh, why am I crying? What's going on? What's happening? Oh, right. There's nothing to go home to. Not nothing, but and so, some lyrics start pouring out of me and maybe another song or whatever. But what keeps me going, like tomorrow, I'll be over at the Apollonia's 14th annual Bronx Pride Festival and Health Fair.
Okay.
Performing with
There's a lot of stuff been going on in the Bronx.
Yeah, because, Pride is all year long, right?
Yeah, I said that. I said that we still celebrate.
And before I forget, I.dent.tt, you have two phenomenal dancers that's on your team. What are their names?
Yeah, so I've got Han, who uses they them pronouns, and Han is fabulous and is also an artist, and HJ, who also uses they them pronouns, and they have the rainbow hair. It's kind of like their signature. They're pretty cool, right?
Fabulous dancers.
Yeah. And they teach me both of them teach me so much about the arts, because they live and breathe and went to school and did all this kind of stuff. And then my son Blair, who uses he they pronouns, is with us as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, look at you. Like, shout out to dancers.
Yeah, I wanted to give them a shout out because they be
both
the times I seen them, they were awesome.
Yeah, they did. They put a lot of effort.
They was all in that one.
Yeah, I love
type of thing. And then even the new song that I.dent.tt has out right now, I like the cape turner.
Oh yes.
Can I tell you something about that?
Yes, please
okay,
do.
So it's very subtle, but what I'm playing with is trying to give a superhero vibe.
I love
that.
Yes,
and so I've been playing with this idea of queeros and asking people to consider who's your queero, right? Again, focusing on the joy. Who's your queer? Who's a queer person, or maybe an ally who makes you feel seen, right? Mm-hmm. Who does really good stuff for LGBTQI plus and people in the world. Mm-hmm. So that's what I've been asking people to think about. And the more people think, they're like, oh, that feels nice. So much so that Peekskill Pride up in Peekskill, New York, they actually at their Pride event, they have a display case of their local queeros for that month.
Oh,
How
that's
cool is that?
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
How far is that?
Peekskill, it's about maybe an hour from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Not too
Yeah.
bad. I love your shirt, by the way.
Oh,
He
thank
got a
you.
nice colorful lion shirt on.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
they look a little like Space Invaders. Do you
The
remember that?
front,
The 80s vibe.
and then the
Yeah.
front,
And I got
Yeah.
yep.
and then
With
your
the
front.
Atari, you would, yeah.
Is that a lion or a tiger?
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
a
a
lion.
tiger.
I think
It's
it's
a
a lion
lion.
from,
I had it right. Yeah,
from
lion.
MGM
I loved
Casino.
it. I love the colors.
Thanks.
Oh my god, when I see colors like that, it does remind me. I don't know if you. I'm gonna go old school. Remember Lisa Frank? Lisa Franklin, the stickers. Back in the day, us females used to collect those, the stickers, the coloring books, and it's called Lisa Frank, and all her stuff was nothing but rainbows.
Oh my gosh.
I used to love that when I was young, and it had like so much glitter and stuff like that. Some girly girl stuff.
Yeah, that's stuff that I wasn't allowed to have, right? Stuff that I was afraid to touch because it would make me gay. Oh, hello, I guess that's what happened. No, but for real, as a kid, I was very afraid of that stuff. I was told not to do that stuff. Yeah,
it's a lot in this world. Sadly,
I'm gonna have to Google that now. Lisa Franklin.
Yeah, you gotta check it out. Oh my god, it's like so old school.
And so I appreciate artists like you who focus on the musicality and all that.
Yeah,
And I'm very excited to get there at some point. You know, I'm learning about resonance and how it's, you know, the sounds in your face. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm also trying to learn a little bit more about like the hip hop culture a little bit more, because I don't want to, you know, steal and take without knowing the roots of it, right? I mean, I know my roots with it, but I want to actually know the roots, especially since I live in the Bronx. You know?
Yeah, you gotta learn the culture. Culture is actually interesting culture.
Yeah.
Learn it. Don't let nobody tell you any different. It's not what they make of it now.
What you've been coming out with lately, I like it. I
Thank
really
you.
do. Like I
Yeah.
said, my favorite is Calling Sick to Work.
That's a fun one.
That's my favorite.
Well, we're gonna have to get it's your identity. It's your identity. I love
No,
myself
I like
here
it.
to infinity.
I do. I love the
Yes.
message. I love the message.
Yes,
Definitely. And the mix up was definitely different. It was like it had a little
a little push.
no,
a little push to it to me.
a little bounce.
Okay.
Yeah, a little push.
It makes you
to
wanna.
me.
It makes you wanna.
like really get down and dance.
Because I seen the people. I seen them getting down in the videos of his.
Yeah, I seen it too. I love your reels.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness,
I'll be
thank
telling
you.
him all the time, like, look, do you see what he did? I love it that you are able to get up and just go and just do what you gotta do. Don't ever give up.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't want you to give up, and I'm a pusher. I'll be in your DMs. Like, what are you doing?
You're
No,
so
get
good.
up.
You're such a great mentor, both of you.
You know, and we want to make sure you good. You know, it's been a long time since we've seen you, and it's always refreshing.
Yeah.
Because look, you've grown a lot. From
Yes.
when we met him, right? To now, like you're growing. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You were so worried about the connection and stuff like that, but look at you. You've been doing your thing. You be very proud of yourself. No matter what you go
Definitely
through.
been seeing him on his Instagram.
Yes. You've been
Yes.
really doing your thing.
Well,
I'm
thank
super
you,
proud
thank
of
you, and I appreciate that, because you know, as a 51-year-old person, I feel so young in this game that I don't really know how it works and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I really have some things I really want to say, and I'm pushing the same message over and over again. Share your pronouns, respect other people's pronouns, learn to say they, them, right? Like as a culture, we're not used to doing that singularly.
Yeah.
And it's just simple ways to respect people and let people know that you see them, right? It's just so
Yes.
simple.
Yeah.
And then, you know, adding some rainbows, the rainbows really do nothing, but at the same time, I remember as a kid when I saw a rainbow or that equality sticker from HRC on a car, on a bumper.
Oh my
It just brought
gosh.
me joy. You know what I mean? Like it was like,
Yes.
oh, me too. I felt like a superhero for just a second. Like we're connected. Yeah, and I think that really makes a difference, especially for someone, and not just young folks, but for all folks that aren't connected in their communities and feel isolated. It really means so
Amen.
much.
Yes.
I've been meeting a lot of people. Are we running out of time? I don't want to take up too much.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we
no.
got a
Wait,
couple minutes left.
couple minutes,
I noticed that a lot of people, and maybe this is just my world, but I noticed a lot of the people aren't as lucky as I am. Like, you know, I went to a camp last year called Brave Trails. Shout out some
Shout out to
kids
Brave
that camp.
Trails.
Yeah,
Yes,
Brave
shout out
Trails,
to Brave
LGBTQ high school
Yeah.
students going to camp. Really cool with adult queer people. It's really awesome. But I noticed on the last day, a lot of the adults, not just the campers, but the adults were like, oh, I have to go back to my world, and it's, I don't have that queer community. And I'm like, I've got a queer kid. I run queer programs. I do queer stuff at the school I work at. I do queer music. Like, I feel like I'm just so queer that I don't even think about it anymore. But there are people who don't have that at all, right?
Yeah, they
And they
don't
feel
have
like
that
they have to hide
support.
themselves in their own homes or in their neighborhoods. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take these boots off when I'm walking outside because they're not that comfortable. But not because they're heels and not because they're rainbow, right? Like the eye makeup, I keep on. It's not like I don't feel afraid. And I think it takes a long time and a community to make me feel that way.
Yeah.
And I wish for more people to have that and also actually feel safe too, right? I mean, gosh knows, I just said that, and then you'll hear in the news what happened to me tonight. I hope not, but I'm just saying. But like, I've been lucky, right? But having a community and knowing that there are people that care about you that are part of the community is really important. Yeah, and having allies are really important too.
Yes. So, do you have any advice to artists that are starting, and also kids, teens that are struggling to run their life the way they want
To be themselves.
themselves? What's your advice to them?
So I love what Cole said. Cole said, they're wrong, you're right. That's it. That's the answer, right? And maybe you're not right, but you have a right to explore, right? I have a right to explore who I am and discover who I am. And as long as it's not hurting other people, as long as you're not hurting yourself, then, do it. For young artists or new artists, maybe not young like me, for new artists, I have been learning you gotta love it. If you don't love it, then why would you get up in the morning, right? It becomes drudgery. And so I can't really sing. I can't really play guitar. I can't really dance. I mean, I put on a wow factor every now and then. It's the rainbows help, the sparkles help, right? The little clap of the fan helps, But
yes,
if I didn't really enjoy what I was doing, trying to figure out who I am in the process, if I wasn't growing as an artist, if I wasn't interested in this message I'm behind, then all the insecurities would keep me down, right? So I pay attention more, just like paying attention to queer joy. Pay attention to what brings me the joy, because if I don't focus on the joy, I suck, I'm terrible, no one likes me, I'm a terrible singer, no one showed, that person looked at me, right? All that stuff. Do you get that when you perform? Do you get like in your head at all when you perform or after you perform, like, oh my God, that was so bad? Or is it just
sometimes, but I think it just depends on the crowd participation, because you're doing your same routine or whatever you're promoting to yourself, but sometimes it's really the crowd participation.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
That makes a difference. Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely. I have pet peeves when it comes to that. I don't really focus on the crowd,
because you can be really good. You can be really good, and the crowd can suck.
It could be dry as your elbows.
There are other words about to come out there.
Yeah, I had to listen. I gotta be a good girl. I'm from Brooklyn, so the swears come down, and I'm trying to be respectful.
I've been very lucky. Maybe because it's a queer audience, they've always been so kind. And I've been going to this place called Mazzy's. Shout out to Mazzy's in Mount Vernon. They have an open mic. Those people are so loving and so caring, always applauding, always smiling, even though I know, and I watched the videos of myself afterwards going, oh, that was so bad. Like, it was so bad. But you have no idea, because the audience is just like, yay.
Yeah.
And so I've been very lucky on that front.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes, I'm super proud of you. We definitely are proud of you on everything you've been doing. Just always keep pushing yourself. Don't give up.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, we're almost out of time.
We're about to wrap it up in a second. So y'all gotta tell them where to find you again so they know.
Yeah, so you can easily find me on social media. I use Instagram a lot. DM me there. I.dent.tt. That's identity. I.dent.tt. And you can find me on YouTube and Spotify and all the streaming platforms as well. Thanks.
Yes.
Identity. You heard it from
Yeah,
Voices of an Artist.
Voices of an Artist.
We will see you next Friday.
Yes, this is Bossy V.
Co-host Anonymous.
Yeah.
And you know how we do. We check out later. Stay tuned for the uploads. You know how we do. And also follow us on all streaming platforms and also IG. So make sure you get at us. You want free promo of your music, hit us up. We got you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we out of here, y'all.
Out.
Later.
Yeah, into our sound person.
Number one.
Play nothing but independent music and updating you with upcoming projects.
Okay.